Well, that was interesting. And who is this? Prawned prawn.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around.
Okay.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you?
Bercy Honeyhand.
I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Have you looked around?
Your shop has a most unusual name.
Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose.
Okay.
If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake.
Right. What's wrong with Riften?
The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others.
Maybe you should speak to the authorities.
Authorities? Have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people.
All right. Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people. All it would take is a small force of guard to go into the Ratway and flush them out.
All right. What's the Ratway?
It's our name for the old sewers that run under the city. It used to be a huge system hundreds of years ago, but it fell into decay, just like the rest of Riften.
Okay.
The guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join, so watch yourself if you venture down there.
I will. I will do. What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Okay. I think I've asked you enough about the rest of it.
Aye.
Aye. $25. I could get a steel iron sword for 25. Not at the moment. Drifa.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Okay. All right, I'll wonder whether I should go over to
Gems,
the...
potions, exotic ingredients. I have them all.
Running a little light in the pockets, lad?
Argonian craftsmanship.
I'm sorry, what?
Your pockets. They're a little low on coin. I can tell.
How would you possibly know that?
It's all about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing.
Beautiful
It's a dead giveaway.
gleaming gemstones
You seem to
over
know a
here.
lot about it. My wealth is none of your business.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad. Wealth is my business.
Why take a chance?
Maybe you'd like a taste.
What do you have in mind?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
Okay.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
What do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Brynjolf's pocket without him noticing.
Why plant the ring on Brynjolf?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
I'm not too sure I want to do that. How am I supposed to do all this?
Tell about it.
Why are we doing this to Brynjolf?
We've been contracted to make sure Brynjolf remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
Okay. And how am I supposed to do all this?
Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Brynjolf and leave it behind.
Okay.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Well, not at the moment.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones
Why
over
are we
here.
doing this?
We've been contracted to make sure Brynjolf remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own.
Buy some
Now,
armor and live
since
to
we're
tell
not the
about
Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah,
Just give the word.
I'll do that. I'll be back later.
Gems, potions.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Right.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Protect yourself
Do you make your own jewelry?
Buy
I do.
armor from Grelka.
Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you.
Sure, I'll get them for you.
Thank you, marsh friend. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
Not much. Okay.
Protect yourself right.
Saxhleel.
Forgive me. It's a term I haven't used in some time. While most in Tamriel would call us Argonian, we prefer the term Saxhleel.
Yes, I know.
Mardesi was actually my original Saxhleel name. Unlike others, I decided to embrace tradition and keep it that way.
All right then. And how is business?
Not well, I'm afraid.
Stay alive.
That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
Okay. Right.
Good journey,
I'll
marsh friend.
talk to you later.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients. I have them all.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them
What are
before
you
they're
doing
gone.
in there?
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Barb. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
Okay. Dinya Balu.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Oh,
You looking for something
okay.
or what?
I must have run into you before. What have you got in there?
Pleased to meet you. I'm a priestess at the Temple of Mara.
What do you need, handsome? What can I do for you?
Okay.
I don't know why I bother.
I'll
Need something?
come and talk to you later.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
So, is that, what's that place there? Is that the keep?
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
It is the keep. And,
Everything all right?
that's Riften Jail. I've got to go in there. I think so.
There's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer if you fancy a new blade.
I probably will. Well, we are... Good day. We are at the jail. And that is Misval Keep. I'm just going to have a look around here to see what's available. Pick a few flowers. That's Maven Blackbriar, isn't it? Potato bread, not worthwhile. Take the flowers. Anything else in here? No. Well, I wonder who this is. Harold.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers.
Is that right? You seem to dislike visitors in Riften.
Every day the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now.
You and your brother don't see eye to eye?
Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire.
What, only a dagger for the son of a Jarl?
If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamund works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, I'll get it for you. It's only just across the
Thank you. Do hurry,
canal
please.
there. Okay, we'll do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
All right, I'll excuse you. Mistvale Keep Barracks. Food. Can't take it though. I can use the cooking pot. Can't cook anything. Haven't got any salt. Okay.
Need a drink? You go to the Bee and Barb. Stay out of the Ragged Flagon.
I'll do
Disrespect
that.
the law, and you disrespect me.
Okay. Better get out of here then. I'll
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
okay.
Pleased to meet you. I'm a priestess at the Temple of Mara.
You just told me that virtually.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Catch the butterfly. Pick the flowers. Right. Now No, the smithy is across here.
Jewelry with legendary
Buy some
Argonian
armor and live to
craftsmanship.
tell about it.
Talk to Balamund.
Come to see Balamund perform miracles with steel, eh?
You seem quite proud of your work.
Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
Impressive.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
Okay. Look, I'll get some for you.
You will? Thank you.
Don't know
10
where,
pinches of
but I
fire
will.
salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
10 pinches. Alright. I imagine current events are keeping you busy.
People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know.
Right.
Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune.
Yep, they will. Where can I find fire salts?
A flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
It sounds as though I should keep away from flame Atronachs. Look, I'm here to pick up Harold's sword.
Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep.
Yeah.
Here's the sword. Tell Harald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition.
I'll do that. Oh, I thought that was a bit funny too. Okay.
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Right. I think I've already got one of those. I picked it up somewhere or other.
Why take a chance?
But I'll go and deliver this back to Harold.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers.
You asked me to go and get your sword. Here is the sword from Balamund.
Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here
you
you
think
go.
I was going to
for your
fly over there? Garnet, amethyst. He takes a silver. Okay. Right.
All right then.
You happy with that?
If this isn't about official city business, you're wasting my time.
You don't seem to have
Now, if you'll
a
excuse
lot to
me.
do. If that's all you're going to do, trying to hit a dummy, and you're nowhere near him, and all you've got is a dash. Why don't you use the sword I just gave you? Now, who's in here? This is Miss Val Keep. That's the Riften guard.
What do you need? Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now.
I'll do that. Are you the only guard that Riften's under the protection? Because they all seem to say the same thing. So I suppose they mean the same thing, don't they? Unmid Snowshod.
As Jarl Layla's housecarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times.
I suppose you're the Thane, are you? Or you're a housecarl. Okay. And I take it you protect the Jarl.
Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers.
Okay.
We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall.
Mm-hmm. Right, so tell me about the Thieves Guild.
Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay.
All right, okay. So what's the Ratway?
Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected.
Right. Well, I'm not interested in the war.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? Excuse my disorganization, but I'm in the middle of some delicate experiments.
Okay. It appears you need help getting organized.
Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments.
What did you need me to get?
As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you.
Okay. Point the way and I'll get them.
Excellent.
They won't be that far away.
I can't wait.
Surely.
Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are.
That's right, yeah. Have you left them in some of the businesses around town, have you? Where exactly am I going?
Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead.
Oh,
Fellstar
where's that?
Farm, I believe it's called.
Oh.
The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial alchemy shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well.
That's a little way away. It's not in town. What has you so preoccupied?
Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
Oh, yes. So? I don't really understand a word of that.
You don't have to, because it's utter nonsense. It's never going to work. No. What I need to do is reverse that. Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, and then apply it with the proper incantation. What was I thinking? It would never work that first way. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. I'm not a wizard. I don't know. Well, how about using calipers?
Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore. Hold on. You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place. Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right?
Nope. What about... Well, I don't really get it at all. You could swallow a soul gem. I don't know if that would help you.
Are you completely insane? Swallow a soul gem? That has to be the most brilliant and unexpected solution I've heard in a long time. It solves all of my problems and keeps the field stable. Now all I need... Wait, what were we talking about?
You were going to tell me where I've got to go, which you have done. Where can I learn about magic?
Winterhold. You want the college there. They teach quite a bit.
Okay, that's one of the places you want me to go, isn't it? What have you got for sale?
Huh. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
What has she got? Few scrolls, What's that one? Scroll of lightning rune. Cast on nearby surface. It explodes for 28 points of shock damage when enemies come near. Like everything, I suppose it can only be used once. What books? Lots of spell tomes. 36 Lessons of Vivek. Sermon 16. Why would you have that? What would that do for you? It's a book. $305. And the familiar is what? We'll buy that. And we'll come back later, perhaps. Okay.
You have to remember, ward first, then summon.
Okay. Ward first, and then summon. So you don't get...
I know you.
Whatever you summons doesn't
Where
knock
was
you.
it?
Okay.
Huh.
Righto.
Oh, you were getting something for me.
Yeah, I was, but I haven't gone yet.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
Anuriel, okay. What do you do around here?
As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep.
Okay, what are the rumors of corruption you mentioned?
There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything.
Okay, tell me about the Blackbriar family.
Maven Blackbriar is the owner of the largest and most profitable business in all Skyrim, the Blackbriar Meadery. We're pleased to have her in Riften. She brings stability, opportunities for employment, and strategic value to our city.
Okay, well, what about the Thieves Guild?
I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion.
Interesting about the Blackbriar family, because I've heard other things.
You're welcome in Riften.
Perhaps you don't get out enough.
To obey our laws.
Jarl Layla Lawgiver.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you.
Right. What's your stance on the war? Don't want to know. Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all.
Okay.
Good journey to you.
Thank you. Talk Salad.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son?
Why would I ridicule you?
Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection.
Okay. What sort of lies has Ulfric been spreading?
Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne.
Right.
I'd better get going.
Okay, well, I suppose I better get going. I might slip into the wizard's shop. Can I use can I use your
Oh,
alchemy lab?
you were getting something for me.
Yes, I was, but I just want to use this and just see what I have in here. I've got nothing, because I've got to eat all these and find out what they do. Right. Let's have a look at this one. Now I've got necromancer robes and black mage robes. They both do the same thing. So if I click on that and learn its effect, and I've learnt the Fortify Magicka Regen enchantment from destroying this item. Okay. I've learnt that. Now. Fortify Magicka Regen. Magicka regenerates 20% faster. Alright. 1% faster. And hooded brown robe, and have I got a soldier? Yes, I have. What does that give me? 1% faster. Magicka regenerates 1%. I suppose 1% faster is worse than nothing. Can I actually... I rather like these robes. And if I put this on, does that stay there, or can I update it? I'll enchant it.
Watching you reminds me of my first days as an enchanter.
Didn't get much out of it, but at least I got something out of it. You got quite a lot of material in here.
I know you. Where was it?
No, you wanted me to get something.
Oh, you were getting something for me.
Yeah.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember.
No, I haven't done it yet, but I will. I'll get round to it. Now, if I think right, speak to C.B. Blackbriar. I've got to go in the jail and talk to him. Visit the museum. I've got all these things that I said I'd do. Meet Brynjolf during daytime. Okay. But it's not daytime now, is it? I think could go for a swim, or could go and find somewhere to sleep. I think I've got to do some cooking as well.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
There's fish down there. I'll take off the monk boots and the hooded brown robes and go fishing. Oh yes. This is the place to be. Don't see any more fish. There's some more here. Salmon. Food. Aha, more food. Might be able to sell these. If I can sell them for enough, it might be a bit premature buying that tome. Bit wet, but that's nice. Yes, now this is the life. Bit wet. Oh, I better put my robes back on. Monk boots and hooded brown necromancer boots. Can sell those. Black mage robes, black mage boots. I can sell the robes, or I can wear them. They're a lot better than the other sort. And it does give me 75% faster regeneration, doesn't it? Let's see what I look like in them. Okay. Oh, no hood. I don't like that. All right. I can get something for that. So where am I? Somewhere in Riften? Oh, that's okay. I can go up there. Yes, I'll have to look around a lot more. Quite definitely. I'll go up here. No, I don't want to go up there. I want to go straight ahead.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
Oh, yes.
You looking for something or what?
Are you the only one that works at the bunkhouse?
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap.
Okay.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Right. What's the word around town?
The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside.
All right. Okay. Well, I'd like a refill of water.
Of course.
I need water. Right.
I'll show you to your room.
Thank
right
you.
this way.
What about, can I use your cooking pot? I've got some salmon steak I can make. Right. I don't seem to have anything else, but that was good.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
All right. Where is she?
Yeah. What's your problem?
Thank you. Okay, we'll close that and we'll have a sleep. 1:38, 6 hours should do it.